where's the money when you actually are in the office? Like, how do you maintain without? Because I know they tried to get you for something, like some type of used your campaign money on what personal shit. But like, how do you? Because to me, I don't really care about that because you making the difference. So I don't that doesn't matter to me.
Right.
But how are you making money? Like, how do you make a living as a state representative?
It's hard to make a living as a state representative if you're doing what you're supposed to do for your community,
Mm-hmm.
right? They give you all these stipulations on what you can and can't spend your money on.
Mm-hmm.
They give you a whole guideline, right? The problem is within those guidelines, which I followed those guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
As we said, though, that shit was fabricated. But I followed those guidelines, and even following those guidelines, let's say for instance, right, St. Louis cost of living ain't, it's comparable to Arizona, but it ain't. It's a little bit higher.
Okay.
I was making $32,000 a year. That's what it capped off at. 32,000, right?
That's crazy.
I got 5 kids.
No, that's
right?
crazy.
32,000 a year.
I don't care where you live. Like,
Yeah,
to be in public office, like where you doing like, especially the ones that's actually out there really making it happen, like, and y'all juggling real money.
Listen,
Like y'all juggling real money. So how, like the fact that y'all not being properly compensated and y'all seeing the money that y'all city is running through and the states is running through, because
Bro.
they running through bread.
I sat there hungry with my lights off, put $9.5 million into the budget for summer jobs and at-risk youth in Missouri. Like, I put millions and millions of dollars into the budget while I was hungry. While I was going hungry, making sure my kids ate, right? While I was staying at my partner's house or, waiting till this time so I can get my lights on because my kid's coming
Right.
over and I ain't gonna never let them see that,
Right.
right? Like, 32,000, and once you take out taxes, and I got all my kids on my insurance, so, and after child support, I'm taking home $11,000 a year, bro. 3 years in a row, $11,000, and still survived, still made it happen, still was in the street, still put money into the budget, still passed legislation. Kids ain't want for nothing. Christmases was great, birthdays was fine. Whenever somebody else needed something, I sacrificed, made sure. While I sat there and ate cream of wheat and had candles in the crib, right? And so when it come to that money, that when people like, oh, the worst thing that a constituent ever said to me, and I cursed them clean out. The worst thing they ever said to me was, I pay your salary. And I broke down. I said, so look, after all this, I take $11,000 home. So if you pay my salary, that means you're my employer. And you don't even pay me a livable wage. You're a shitty employer. Straight up. Don't come to me. You don't know what I'm going through. Let me sit here and drink my rum and coke, man, and let me be.
I feel you. Nah, yeah. I think this is valuable knowledge to have. I mean, it's important to know.
Facts.
Come into politics with the right mindset, because if you're coming in it with, the pure mindset, it's not about the money. If you're going into politics, because I think a lot of people do go into politics because there is ways to where.
Oh, it's a whole lot of. I could have been rich, bro.
Yeah. I mean, we not blind.
Yeah.
We not blind. We can see some of these, senators and congressmen that's been in office for 20, 30 years. They making millions of dollars when they on a quarter, $100,000, salary. So I mean, it's money to be made, but it's important to know that if you doing this to, especially politics, if you doing it, you got to do it with a passion. Like, I think that's the bottom line. And I feel like if you do it with a passion, then you will be blessed once, you've done God's work, which it seems like you reaping the benefit.